Hi guys, welcome back. You're joined... No, you're not joined by us. You're joining us.
Yeah, well, it depends. We might be on their TV, so we might be joining them.
Or yeah, if it was an auto play on YouTube, they didn't even want to watch us.
You're now just
You're
joined
by us. Hello, we're now in your ears.
Well, that's now our intro. So thanks for joining us. Makes more sense. I'm joined by my good friend Skibby
Hello.
and my brother Steve.
Hello.
How are we guys? All good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bit tired, but it's been bank holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, but I
did you
didn't do nothing.
I had gigs galore.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody casino in Birmingham.
Okay.
I did wonder about that. It's a weird place for a band, isn't it?
Casino.
It's a bar in the casino.
Was it a really late gig?
It's actually quite an early finish because I had a DJ as well.
Okay. People there like gambling and...
Yeah, I mean, obviously the casino's rammed, and then once people hear that there's a band playing, they sort of go into the bar area and then sleep back out and have a little go on the slots, and then they're back in.
Did you have a go?
I didn't know. We did joke about, our earnings, just all on red.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That would have been good.
Yeah, no, none of us had the balls.
Yeah.
We were all too broke.
We've got bills. Yeah. Well, fair enough. And you did nothing, Skips?
No, I mean, saw
Good.
people. That's about it, really. Just nice to have a bit of a switch off.
Yeah.
That's what we needed, me and Key, but we just didn't. Just didn't happen.
Well, I was working Thursday evening, and then Kira came in. She was like, "Happy weekend." I was like, "Yeah, for you," because she doesn't work Friday. She's like, "No,
Yeah, bank holiday.
happy weekend." That's, what do you mean? She's like, "You got a 4-day bank holiday." I was like, I completely, 100% forgot, which was a really nice feeling. It's like, when you wake up and you've still got like half an hour to sleep.
Or you're actually in Malta on holiday.
Yeah, all that.
You weren't actually supposed to be going to work.
Yeah, it's lovely. But I, similar to you, Skibby, saw a couple of family, friends and whatnot, and that was it really. Just chilled. It was a vibe.
Yeah, it's how it should be.
Yeah, damn right. Well, cutting into it then, I do have a little bit of a challenging topic, especially for you.
Especially for me.
Yeah. More so me challenging you and Grant and Chris and
It's Beatles, isn't it?
everyone else that seems to
Doesn't like the Beatles.
downplay the impact of the Beatles. It spurs from, hear me out,
It's nice.
that film yesterday
Yeah.
where...
You spoke about that a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a stupid film.
Well, the whole angle I'm going on here, you don't have to like the Beatles' music. That's fine. We'll move on from that. But I think the overall angle was, would we be where we are today if the Beatles... And that's how I looked at it, at least. Would music be where it is today? Would we have the music we have? Would we have the things that we have if the Beatles never existed? So I've collated 10 butterfly moments that...
Butterfly effect.
Yeah. That essentially, if the Beatles didn't exist, I can tell you exactly what we wouldn't have.
Okay.
Potentially.
All right? Potentially. There's only 10 here. I can spin through them, but do you know
Only
any...
10?
Yeah, I mean, I could have extended, but do you know anything off the top of your head before...
Communism wouldn't have fallen because of the USSR song
Back
we did.
in
What
the
was it called?
USSR.
That's it. And they were like, "Oh, this is really good. Maybe we should stop being dicks to everyone."
That's not on the list, but
You can add that. It's 11.
Gorbachev.
it's 11.
That's what you thought, by the
Write
way.
that one down.
I know one
Go on.
because I think I brought this up in an episode in season 1. That the Beatles were playing like bigger live shows, and they were struggling to project their music, their live sound. So they actually invented, not them personally, but they worked, I don't know who was it Yamaha maybe that did the first one. Anyway, they made them a PA essentially, Because before they were just
Okay.
using amps to mic everything
Yeah.
and project everything, and it just wasn't working in stadiums.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't
So
do, would it? Yeah.
They had to actually invent something,
Okay.
and that was a PA essentially.
Okay. Again, as similarly to these, the argument could be, well, they would have sussed
Someone
that
would have
out
done that eventually. Yeah.
right? And you do have to kind of stamp that on a little bit.
Well, one of them was Oasis, wasn't it? Or is that? Or are you not even going that?
I
low?
wasn't going to go that. Yeah,
Because I would
think you
consider,
brought
I would
that up, didn't
rebuttal
you?
that and count as a good thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, go on.
All right. So, first one is until the Beatles arrived in the studio with under EMI. Did you know it was against EMI's rules to use mics close to drum kits? Yeah, because you had to have 18 inches from a drum. The mic had to sit, especially the kick drum, had to be 18 inches by the, and you would get fired if you moved it any closer.
The hell?
Yeah. This was through fear of damaging the mics, too much sound pressure, damaging the mics. So they were the Beatles naturally were like, just fucking shove it near the drum.
Just put it near the drum, man.
Yeah,
What are you
and
talking about?
The,
Well, not Brummy, but
well, yeah, I did try and practice a bit of a Liverpudlian accent, but yeah, wouldn't happen. They forced Jeff Emerick to place a mic 3 inches from the kick drum on their song "Tomorrow Never Knows," violating studio law so egregiously he was very nearly fired. Management went to fire him, and then they realised that it was the Beatles that asked him to do it, and they were like, "Oh, okay,
they're kind of our
yeah."
biggest.
But why
artists.
can't you just bring your own mic? They were big enough.
Oh,
Well,
I don't know.
the-
When was this? Was this just to say we're science?
66. Yeah. I mean, you could bring your own mic, but the consensus generally was you don't put microphones that close to drums. Like, you just don't do it.
Ah.
And yeah, that then eventually evolved into a microphone for each drum. Whereas before it was like 2 condenser mics just surrounding a kit
And a
at
room
least 18
mic,
inches
yeah.
away. Yeah. So you could argue that now we've got fully mic'd up drums. It's a stepping stone in the right direction. Yeah. The sitar explosion in rock, which then eventually fed sort of these Indian tunes into rock, which then turned into metal riffs, which that was first. Paul McCartney bought a sitar from Oxford Street, believe it or not. Played it in Norwegian wood. And it was the first sitar in a major rock recording. Then, yeah, rock kind of followed in the footsteps and started incorporating a lot of these Indian sounds and drones and XYZ. So you could argue, which then eventually kind of turned into heavy metal riffs, right? There's definitely an Indian vibe going on with a lot of metal riffs.
Yes, this the semitone increments. I suppose Indian music is more microtonal.
Yeah.
So, but it's still
In a Western setting.
it's not not semitones, but I don't know what they call them. The microtone increments.
Yeah.
The notes are right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely an influence. Yeah,
It was actually known as the Great Sitar Explosion of 66 and 67.
actually got a name.
Yeah. Sitars were being bought left, right and centre after that Norwegian wood track was released.
Fair enough.
They were the first person to use strings in pop, string quartet in pop. How many people use strings in pop now?
Everyone.
Yeah, it broke a barrier. That was their song Yesterday, ironically. Yeah. So they were actually quite against it at first. They were like, we're not trying to make classical music. But it was their manager who was like, no, just shove a string quartet in there and see what happens. Yesterday was launched, then everyone wanted strings in their pop tracks.
That's mad.
So that again goes.
What, did you check that? No one had done that before.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, so
major
Um,
artists, I suppose.
yeah, it sparked something called Baroque pop. If you've heard of Baroque pop, it's if you extrapolate it out for far enough, you eventually get to people like Panic at the Disco, you know, where you've got like heavy strings being used. And Panic at the Disco literally said, yeah, we rely on the Beatles a lot for our sound, sort of thing. So you definitely might not have Panic at the Disco sounding like they do. Arcade Fire, the Moody Blues, these were all sparks of Baroque pop, which all came from them using string quartets in pop. Again, unheard of, just not done. Skibby, do you know what a DI is?
No.
Direct injection bass. So like a DI box.
Nope.
Okay, so just to let you know, they are used for bass everywhere now. If I don't know a bassist that sounds like with an amp really anymore, unless it's quite a small gig.
Yeah, but then even then, the venues go, "Oh, we'll DI out of the head."
Yeah. Like, pointless. Yeah. So during Sgt. Pepper's sessions, Paul McCartney wanted louder, fatter bass than any recording could ever capture. This is just them being quite demanding, to be honest. So Ken Townsend invented the DI box for him and said, okay, look, forget your amps. You can plug straight into this direct injection box, which will sort out the voltage. That means you can go direct to my mixer now. So you're not losing anything in a mic, anything in transit, anything in a poor amp. I'm just taking your raw bass signal into the mixer. And the DI box was invented. Everyone uses DI boxes now. Like, it's just a part of what you do as an audio engineer. You have DI boxes everywhere. Again, the Beatles. Would we have had DI boxes? Potentially.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably at some point. But yeah,
Would someone have gone, oh, actually, I need that raw bass unfiltered?
yeah, I don't know. Would we? Because it hadn't happened before that. So
No.
there was no guarantee that there's going to be someone else like Paul McCartney that says, "I want more bass."
Flea.
Yeah, but
Potentially.
Would Flea be a bassist if he didn't see Paul McCartney playing bass?
Oh, I don't know that far.
It is one of them, isn't it? You could lose yourself in this stuff.
Sounds like you did with 10.
I did a little bit. Have you ever seen someone use a speaker as a microphone? Like, if you speak into your headphones, you can actually use it as a reverse microphone. It's essentially the same thing.
No.
Well, Paul, again, kept asking for more bass on Paperback Writer. Emmerich solved it by literally turning a speaker, an NS10 speaker, into a microphone, which no one had done ever before. It's like, okay, let's just try this out. You've got one of the biggest bands just screaming and shouting at you, and he's just recklessly trying things. Uses a speaker, and that's how they then captured the bass. And people still, to this day, use the NS10s as bass microphones, because it just is really good at picking up just bass frequencies. It ignores kind of the mids and the highs, because it is a speaker. It's not a microphone. So yeah, it was really, really good for capturing the bass. And yeah, even to this day, people use the NS10s. But it took 40 years to become normalized of using NS10s as bass mics. But yeah, people do it now. This is a big one, and you can challenge me on this, but I did deep dive quite a bit into it. The music video. Even MTV agree that they probably wouldn't have music videos, maybe potentially not even exist, if it wasn't for Strawberry Fields by the Beatles. You've seen that? It's like the trippy shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time any band had made a film for their track that wasn't just them playing live pretending to sing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before then it was always, you sit at the piano, I'll
Yeah, we've all
play the
seen the
guitar.
videos.
And they were like, no,
Pre-Beatles.
we're just going to do some weird psychedelic music video thing. And Penny Lane as well was involved in that. Non-narrative, no lip syncing, just psychedelic visual experiments. Nothing like performance-based TV appearances bands made prior. And they completely changed how the industry thought about music and promotion. And McCartney actually said, in the future, all records will have vision as well as sound. In 20 years' time, people will be amazed to think that we just listened to records. MTV vindicated him. Without these Beatles promos, the music video concept might never have coalesced. Quite a decent one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because there was the first music video, and I don't think it was Strawberry Fields. I mean, it probably was, but wasn't it like Video Killed the Radio Star and stuff like that?
That was the first on MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the first one made. That was the
No.
first video played on MTV.
Yeah.
That was in...
70s. Well, no, it's got to be late 60s.
Yeah, I did that song, didn't I?
I
Probably
think so.
not miles off.
But
that.
not far from.
Yeah.
But... I don't know. I'll have to get my notes.
Yeah, it's a tough one because it's like... Yeah. I'll let you keep going before I give you my opinion.
This is why I drilled into that one, because I was like, surely not. That's a little bit on the edge, right? But yeah, like even spokespeople for MTV agree that music videos, again, you could argue maybe they would have by now. Like, but
Well, that's my argument,
Yeah.
which is I'm a firm believer in a million chimps and a million typewriters can rewrite Shakespeare, right?
given enough time.
Give it enough time.
Yeah.
So, like, one of my favourite facts is that Dennis the Menace was created on the same day of the same month of the same year in the UK and the USA.
Yeah, the blonde versus
The blonde
black-haired kid.
is the US, and
Yeah.
obviously the Beano black. There was no way of knowing between them to create these characters, but they just happened to be registered on the same day. And that's the same sort of concept of, if you have enough time, they just happen to do it at the same time. But if you have enough time, the same concept could be... It will be slightly different, but the concept would be there. And I'm still a firm believer that I'm not going to shit on the Beatles. I think it's just... They're not as... I just can't deal with them as much as mega fans do. But every opinion that you've given, which is like the first visual video, it would have came, and it did. Whether they take that into consideration, the NS10 speaker, I'm sure he's not the only sound engineer. He wasn't exclusive to the Beatles, so I reckon if you got the Rolling Stones in there, it'd probably do something similar.
Under the same sort of pressure.
Yeah,
Fuck it, all right.
of a band who were of a similar stature. Queen, for example. If Queen came in the 70s and were like, right, we've got this huge ego, you need to do this for John Deacon, who would have done it? I get it. It all happened at the same, like, early enough.
It's the fact it's the same band for me. It's like you could break all of these up. I mean, there is one more that is pretty wild.
Yeah.
But you could, in theory, break these up and say, yeah, given, like you say, Monkeys, typewriters, given enough time, we probably would have ended up in a similar position. But for me, it's the fact that all of the triggers were a single band. Whereas usually you have like one band that's done something great and you go, bloody hell, that's cool. But we've got, I only chose 10, but it's no secret how ridiculously popular the Beatles were, Beatlemania, and I'm pretty sure Mr. Hegseth, shout out to Mr. Hesketh, shout out to Mr. Hesketh, he taught us about Beatlemania in history.
I think he did.
It was a thing that we learnt about.
I'm not sure he was allowed to, but he did.
No, he did like student movement, didn't he, in America? So that's where it came from, like John Dylan and all that crap.
Okay, yeah.
I just looked at my notes. The Bugles. It was actually written in 1978, so it's a while after. The video was the first launched on MTV. Yeah, that was 1981.
So where did they put this video that was done for Strawberry Fields then?
I imagine it would
TV.
just broadcast, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
on BBC?
Yeah, just be on the.
Don't know where else you'd put
TV.
it, really.
Yeah, there's no other.
I mean, Top of the Pops
Yeah.
existed.
Did it?
1960s.
Don't know.
Yeah, it would
Probably.
have just been on TV then.
So
wouldn't
whether they just did a broadcast on Top of the Pops.
it? Well, they did. Well, yeah, they made a film and everything, didn't they? So, like
Yeah.
an actual film. the
Oh, right, yeah.
Beatles. 2 films.
Well, the final two. The album as cohesive art. You remember me talking about Sgt. Pepper's and how it's a movement. What I didn't actually know is that it was kind of the Beatles that created that start to finish artistic movement in an album. It wasn't Sgt. Pepper's, but Rubber Soul. They actually intentionally said, right, we're going to build a journey on this album, and they built a journey. Everyone started, like, I still think Sgt. Pepper's is their best execution of that. But yeah, the album as cohesive art was coined by the Beatles. Again, this one is probably my favourite. Using the studio as an instrument, and it's my favourite because I can't believe it took as long as it took to get to that. So studios typically, up until Tomorrow Never Knows, up until then, every band that went into the studio was like, right, hit record and we'll play. And then, you know, if we mess up, we'll play it again. If we mess up, we'll play it again. But eventually we'll end up with a good take of us playing. Until this track, Tomorrow Never Knows, where they were like, well, actually, why don't we just add things in that we couldn't naturally add in live and compose and produce, like actually produce a track. I'm gobsmacked that no one thought of that before. Like, even when we're recording in Logic, you think, oh, it'd be really nice if I could put a high vocal there. And you just do it. It's not like you need to go and perform it live, I guess. But yeah, they were literally considered the very first band to go into a studio and not just play the song.
Yeah.
Like, stop it there. I'm going to add another piano part here. I'm going to add this weird humming noise and reverse tapes. They also did the first reverse vocals. Yeah, and then from there on out, I imagine it was a light bulb moment where people were just like, oh, I didn't even think about doing that. And then we needed more tapes, we needed more tracks, we needed to bounce more buses, blah, 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 just because people started layering and layering to the point where they couldn't play it live. But yeah, the Beatles.
So I was thinking about this the other day, about the reverse, like, audio stuff, because I reckon that is probably the most used effect, like, of all time.
Reversing audio.
Yeah, because every song I can think of has either got some sort of a riser, some sort of a swell. That's all just reverse cymbals.
Okay, I see where you're going now.
That effect is in, like, everything.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously,
Reverb, compression.
reverb and that, but I would say,
well,
it's up there.
the song Rain was the first reverse vocal track, again, by the Beatles. That I think he was really stoned and just started winding the tape back and was like, let's put that in. I actually think I've got a note on it. I literally think he was stoned.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. First use of reverse audio in commercial popular music. Yeah. Playing tape backwards, decided it was brilliant. Oh, Lennon discovered the effect accidentally while stoned. So
He fell on it and it went...
yeah, and it was immediate, like, let's put that in. Just because, yeah. That's what they were. I think they were so over it by the end of it that it was just like, whatever we do now doesn't really fucking matter. We'll just do what the hell we want.
They had so much money chucked at them as well. They were
Yeah.
like, we're
Well,
not
that's
worried
it.
about tape. We're not
Are they
worried
the
about any-"
first commercially backed band?
Potentially.
Because then it doesn't come as surprising then that they invented so much that you mentioned, because with money and resources you can accomplish so much.
Certainly makes it an easier ride, yeah. But then they could, we see bands split all the time and crumble, and all sorts of things could have happened. But yeah, you just go through this list and you're like, okay, this was all the same single band. Like all of these things that we just take for granted, actually got triggered by a single band. And lastly, Eleanor Rigby. It's the first ever quote unquote rock song with 0 rock instruments whatsoever. It's just voices basically, and string octets. Again, loved the strings. It's completely unheard of in rock, unprecedented. And then lo and behold, everyone started doing it after that. So I'm not here to convince you to listen to the Beatles, to
You'll never do that.
No, I appreciate that. But yeah, I just wanted to toy around a little bit with this idea of where would we be if the Beatles didn't exist, and this whole butterfly effect, Come on, Skibbs, come on.
I mean, I'm convinced that the engineers and the facilities that they had, if it wasn't the Beatles, it would have been someone. Whether it had been the same band, that probably unlikely. But I just think because the demand was so high that they just got the best and everything thrown at them.
And really high output as well. That's something to remember.
They were only operating for a very short space of time. The amount of years that they recorded all of those albums in was a very, very short space of time.
Yeah.
Because I imagine, early 70s they stopped?
So
just money printing, weren't they?
Yeah,
essentially.
it wasn't even a 10-year spell, I don't think.
No.
But they had all of those albums, all of those hits. So yeah, I mean, for you, it obviously doesn't change your opinion of their music, whatsoever, because you're not a fan of their songs.
Do you know what it comes down to? I think I'm just of the opinion of they were just the band that hit the sweet spot at the time where technology was probably its combustion point to explode, in my opinion. I think
mid-late 60s.
The mid-late 60s, I think that's when they really started to get a handle on recording and, being all these different techniques, and were readily available, but whether they'd actually done it. I mean, I think and this is just probably me being a bit of a skeptic, but I think there's going to be elements of, John Lennon was stoned and lent on to reverse, where I reckon the sound engineers probably had that idea for a while and just been like, hey John, how great would this be? And they come out of the studio, and then because it's the Beatles, he gets the credit, whereas the sound engineer is just is the sound engineer. He's just the guy that was around when it happened. So
no way of proving or knowing.
No, exactly that. And I do think that, and I'm not going to take it away, they are talented and good at what they did at the time. I just think it's not groundbreaking now when you look at it now, because it was so basic, and it's just, they just did it first. And I think that if there wasn't the Beatles, there would have been another band that would have done it at the same time around the same thing. And then that's what comes back to the whole Yesterday argument, which is, now knowing all of this stuff, the guy who was in Yesterday, did he know that, he needs to record the bass through an NS10? Did he know that he needed to use the DI? Did he know that, the using the reverse on that song? Probably not, because he wasn't in the room.
Yeah.
He was just a fan of their music and was like, I'm just going to record it how I remember it. And And even that's the hard thing. I don't remember how fucking... I could listen to songs 10 times over, but if you said that song never existed, you can't listen to it, but you got to record it, I'll be like, oh, fuck.
Remind me in the film, because I may have strayed quite far away from your original point you made years ago. The film, he gets hit by a bus.
Something like that.
And wakes up in a world where there's no Beatles music.
Correct.
And then he's
the only one that remembers the Beatles.
He's the only one that remembers all of the Beatles songs.
Yeah.
And they become successful in 2000 and X.
Call it 2015.
Right. Yeah, okay.
So, and he's recording it from memory. So he's remembering the chords for Let It Be, and he's singing Let It Be.
Yeah.
And the original point would be that would never happen.
The original point was that it wouldn't be successful.
In today's would never
chart,
make it.
In today's charts,
yeah.
Would you get a TikTok trend of the Let It Be challenge? Absolutely fucking not.
It's hard to say.
It is hard to say, but at the same time, I still think it's unrealistic that a guy can record the songs in the same manner, because there'll be things that we don't know of how it was recorded.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but that's just part of the film. Like it's
fuck him.
Like the same way that it's unrealistic he'll remember or he'll know those things. It's unrealistic that would actually happen, that the world forgets about the Beatles, except him. So it's just part of the film, that bit. But
yeah. I guess it's more technical.
Yeah, what they're saying
aspect.
Is transport the music to now and erase its history.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be successful? And
right. Have you ever had in previous bands, previous artists, whatever, where, and I'm sure I have, I just can't think of any off the top of my head, where you never used to like them, but then something just changed in your appreciation for music, your understanding of music, where you went, oh, actually no, this is actually really quite good. Because the what I'm getting at that is, if you don't like them now, chances are you're never going to enjoy their music.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Don't get me wrong. I can appreciate like Let It Be yesterday. I can appreciate a decent song, but I just don't think it's as groundbreaking as everybody says. And like, if they said this revolutionized and changed music, I'll be like,
Your argument is, yeah, it did, but it would have happened anyway.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And I think, well...
Or do you agree that it didn't revolutionize music?
I think it did. I mean, I just think, yeah, like I said, that there was going to be another band waiting in the wings where it would have happened anyway.
I think you make a really good point about the time frame. So is a good point, because, yeah, late 60s, mid to late 60s, yeah, people are starting to really get comfortable with electronics and...
Yeah, I mean, it was the birth of television, I guess. When was that?
It would have been the 60s.
Around that time. Or even if it wasn't the birth, it was the
early
the
60s would have been Elvis.
Yeah.
Like and this is a complete digress, but I would say that like Elvis is probably the same as the Beatles, but he just stole all his songs from basically black artists who weren't allowed to sing on TV. But the same mania of like, they threw money at him. He was on TV. He had the studios. He had the technology, and that would have been late 50s to early 60s. And like, he would have had an entire backing of record labels and all that stuff. I mean, he got poorly managed, but similar to the Beatles, where I think the UK, and I could be wrong here, were looking for their own artist, their own Elvis. And once they sort of found an artist who would fit that bill, like the Beatles, where they would get a bit of traction, they would give them the Elvis treatment of throw everything at them, give them everything they want, and they'll take off, and they'll just print money.
Yeah, see, because I guess at this point I removed myself from the conversation because I genuinely like the Beatles' music.
Yeah.
Like, whether I heard it now, 100 years' time, whatever, I do believe I would still like their music. But yeah, it's a interesting thought experiment for
But
sure.
it's interesting though, because I don't think, and I might be wrong here, I don't think it has stood the test of time. Personally,
Okay.
I don't think you could sit there and listen to. I keep saying like "Let It Be." I don't think you could sit there and listen to like "Let It Be" in the same way that you could sit there and listen to a Queen song or an ABBA song. I just don't think it holds up
In the
as
same
well
manner.
as they do, personally, because there's just not a lot going on in those songs. It's just a man and a piano. Whereas I
That's
feel like,
that's like the point.
but I think
Because
that
you can release a song today that's a man and a piano and it can be a #1 hit.
is it though.
John Lennon.
Yeah.
Is it though?
What?
Is it just a man and a piano than what you're listening to?
Yeah, I mean, look at what's that John Legend song that was massive?
All of Me? No.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of them. Yeah, that's just him and that's a voice and a piano. Adele is mostly just her voice and piano.
But the
I reckon if you
question-
strip
I
it
think
back-
what Skibby's saying there is in 50 years' time, no one will be listening to Adele.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of Beatles songs are incredibly in depth,
And they do have a
that-
cult
that was-
following, so I think
that was
that's why they
kind of the
don't
point.
die.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
there is a Beatles cult. You go to Liverpool, Matthew Street, Cavern, everything's
Oh, yeah, Cavern Club,
crazy.
Yeah.
But I do think that, like, genuinely, if you listen to, it could be probably more my preference. If you listen to an ABBA song or a Queen song where there's just a bit more going on, you're a bit more engaged. So, like, I would say that, like, Bo Rap's been fucking overplayed ridiculously, but it's got something about it. Yeah, that's your fault. But, like, for example, what's the ABBA song? Does Your Mother Know? For me, there's a great, you listen, I'm now, and this could be just more of my development of understanding music and picking out layers and stuff, but like the bass in ABBA song is just so sick. And I just sort of now listen to it, and like I think it's "Does Your Mother Know," where it's like bum 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 bum, and you just start to listen to it a bit more, and you take those things. I just don't get that from Beatles songs. I don't listen to it and go, "Oh, that was sick."
Okay, all right. Side question then: is there a band you can think of today that you would hedge your bets is going to stand, or an artist that you would hedge your bets is going to stand the test of time in? I say 50 years is probably not enough. 100 years. Is there
100 years?
Yeah.
Does
any
it,
music?
does it exist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you think about classical music, right, we've still got massive classical fanatics. I arguably listen to a bit of classical music every now and then, but I treat that differently.
I would say it would just be the simple artists that do,
You reckon?
because that's how music was invented.
But I
One
think-
man and an instrument, and that's just what will continue.
I don't know, but I think we've now hit a certain level of technology
It will never
recording
happen again.
that it just won't progress anymore.
Well, this is it. Yeah, this is a
So
good
like,
point.
so this is the thing. So my analogy would be, think about cars. You see a 1970s or a 1980s car, you're like, what? And in the year 2000, you're like, what a banger! Like that. How is that still running? You look at a 2000, well, same era, right? A 2000, call it a 2006 car.
Yeah.
Now, so still like 20 years old, it doesn't look out of place because it's modernized to a level where it just doesn't change that much. And and if you were to argue about, take an artist who released very recently, Taylor Swift, right? If you were to put her side by side with a song that was 20 years old, would it look out of place? Like, I'm trying to think of like a single artist in like 2006. "You Are Beautiful" by Christina Aguilera.
Well, yeah,
You Are
Britney,
Beautiful.
Christina, yeah.
I was thinking, that early Britney may be too much, and early Christina too much. Like the 90s to 2000s pop was a bit of a change, but like if you took "You Are Beautiful," no matter what they say, that if you were to take that and put that next to Adele, would it sound out of place today? Probably not,
No,
because you've
no.
reached a certain level of technological advancements that we're now just recording wherever you want, and now we can record anywhere you want, studio, home, and you can get to a certain level that people are putting out as of today. I just think that it's now kind of hit like a glass ceiling, that we're not going to hear any kind of really revolutionized sound because we've kind of hit a limit.
I do wonder, though. I do wonder if some of that is focusing more on the technology advancement. Like if you re-recorded ABBA in a modern studio with strong modern voices,
Yeah.
I'd almost need to hear it to make a judgment on whether it would. And like you got rid of the old patch synths and moved in new patches of synths. Like,
Yeah.
would it then just sound like because music theory hasn't changed much. The way we're manipulating with chords and manipulating melodies hasn't really changed. It's more what we're playing them on.
Yeah, and what you're building the songs into, so production and stuff.
Yeah. It'd be really difficult. Anyway, spent long enough on this. For you, Squibs, your homework is.
I mean, I know there's going to be people watching and commenting on this and being like, the Beatles, and just massive wank fest. But I just don't get it.
Yeah, Grant's the same.
Yeah.
Chris as well, which is crazy. Crazy.
I just think it is a cult to an extent.
But am I in that cult then?
Yes, because of your dad.
Okay. Oh, because of
Your dad he's entered you into the Beatles cult, I think.
Yeah, it was kind of fairly big.
Decent fan.
Yeah, not massive.
He was mad about them.
No,
Would you not?
No,
Not
Jam
massive.
cult. If
Jam, yeah.
but he did. Yeah, we did used to have.
I swear you
kind of
had
big
he had
Beatles
like
albums
Penny
on there.
Lane in your living room and stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, a gold record,
Yeah.
Sergeant
thing.
Pepper's, wasn't it?
a Sergeant Pepper's gold record, and a Penny Lane painting.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Wow.
your house was
But-
Beatles, man.
I don't
I
know
wonder
if it
where
was
that
because he was a massive fan. He just liked them. Items.
Yeah. Fucking Abbey Road.
By the
as well.
time we record next, there will be a Beatles poster in here somewhere. I'm gonna do that.
Down there.
Oh yeah, a proper
You've
one.
got-
A better one. Yeah.
The whole
It's gonna
wall.
happen.
You're going to paint a mural, aren't you?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I live in hope. One day you will turn around and go, Andy, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
One day.
And Grant will. And Chris.
And everyone.
I think they're lost causes.
Okay. Well, shout out to Grant and Chris. Go listen to the Beatles.
They're going to have to because we got to play it. Play it as the first dance for someone's
really?
wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
We're doing a wedding
Which song?
next month. Something in the way she moves.
Oh yeah, you tried to explain to me, and I've never heard that song in my life.
Good song.
Well, funny enough, we're talking about Beatles. The artist I want to talk about has released a song with Paul McCartney, so there's a little bit of a link.
Oh, okay, yeah, well,
I like it.
that works.
But I had to talk about it because it's everywhere at the moment. Mr. Kanye West,
Oh.
and this is where we
Yay.
get cancelled. 'Cause
Yeah,
you know
gotta
what?
be
We
careful.
didn't fancy a long run, did we? We fancied getting our nights back, but but no. So you'll probably see the news that he got announced 3 nights of headlining Wireless Festival.
Jesus Christ, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that he's been banned entry from the UK, and they've now had to cancel Wireless Festival.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because of all of his controversies.
Yes.
So I was like, I mean, you must know what he's done, right? He just went crazy.
Yeah.
Went anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Racist, because he joined the KKK.
Yeah.
Or he was like in a hood
Yeah.
and everything. He just went completely nuts.
Yeah.
Selling merch with SWAT stickers on. Just doing his thing, really. And then got turned away a visa for hate speech. And you kind of get it. Like,
Yeah.
I've
read
seen
the
a lot of
argument.
people raging about it. And I was like, come on, man. Like, but he had a show like yesterday. And I'm not going to lie, it looked sick. And I mean, Kanye fan?
Not really, no.
Before controversies?
No.
After?
Not really. I love
Oh,
it now.
loved him now.
Converted, yeah.
Get him on the show.
No, not at all. I
Never-
mean, I
never
think
been
he's got
into
some absolute belters, like
He
Follow the
does.
Lights.
Yeah.
Anyway, like he had a stage in this in the stadium, like a SoFi Stadium. I don't know what state or where it was, but it was literally a globe with projections, and he was standing on top of the globe, and he was like tethered, so he was just walking around not
the globe,
not the
okay,
Vegas sphere. He was in a stadium with a massive sphere with projections on it, and he was standing on top of it, and he was like tethered, so he couldn't fall off.
That's pretty sick.
But it was but mate, Kanye being Kanye was just like, the projection of the Earth spinning too fast, guys, you need to slow it down. He like stopped mid song.
No
and was
way.
like, you need to slow it down, and they had to wait like a minute for someone to actually work out how to do it. And then he was like, the lights, it's really funny to watch because the lights were strobing, and he was like, whoa. It's like, it's too many lights, there's too strobing, it's too Las Vegas, and I don't like it. Like, get rid of that shit. And he's
is he aware that he's actually playing a show, or is it's not a rehearsal?
But at the same time, he's like, I want it to be perfect, so I kind of get it. Anyway, it's like he's like, roll that shit, and he runs that shit, and he goes, no, it's still strobing. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's just like laying into this light guy. Anyway,
poor guy.
But
it's like, we've rehearsed this 10 times already.
That's what he said.
Oh,
Kanye was like, we did this in rehearsal. What the fuck are you doing? But anyway, the gig looked good, and everyone was having a great time. But yeah, do you know what? There was part of me that was just like, how many people can be as anti-Semitic as he can, sell merch with swastikas, and still sell out a stadium twice? But also, like, he must be the only person to do that since like Hitler in 1936 for the Olympics.
Are we saying that Kanye is reaching the level of popularity that Hitler did with the negativity that he's talking about? Like,
I think so.
Has anyone else done that?
But that's the thing. And then I started.
Do you think people actually follow those views?
Who were going to his shows? I mean, there's going to be a minority.
I imagine so.
I reckon there were some people who kind of like me when Wireless got announced, and you're like, here's Kanye, who were just going for the vibes, and you can separate the artists from the music, again, it's a real weird one. But without being absolutely cancelled, and I know that this is going to be chopped here for the clip because it's now going to get me in trouble, but I genuinely don't think he meant what he said. So if you listen to...
Do you mind extrapolating what he said?
I don't know what he said.
What he said was, that a certain religion were the reason for all the problems, a certain Austrian painter was right, and so on, which was like really bad things to say, horrendous things to say.
Yeah.
But it was completely attention seeking. It was...
Of course.
He was going through a breakup with Kim Kardashian. She was taking the kids away from him. He was lowest of the low, not in a good place. And if you listen to, because you did a song called HH, if you ever listen to that song, and there was a line in it which was, no one understands the shit I say on Twitter, and then the chorus. And and the way that I've interpreted that is, no one's understanding my cry for help. Anyway, I'm going to say these really outlandish things to get focus on me. I need someone to help me. And I think mentally, he just needed someone to help him.
Well, he broke down when he was running for president. He like broke down, didn't he?
He did loads of weird shit.
All about a baby and
yeah. And it's just
clearly
that line for me
unstable.
that I don't think he meant what he was saying. He was just trying to get eyes on him so someone can come and help him. And I did have a bit of sympathy for him there. Interesting attempt.
Brave. That's a brave statement.
It's an interesting attempt to do it. And I think that's what he's now trying to sort of say. He's come out the other side. He's playing shows again. And he wanted to meet, apparently, the Jewish community before Wireless Festival.
The Jewish community?
Of the UK.
Oh, okay, right.
But they've just banned him anyway. But I just thought it was interesting. And I just couldn't believe that he had 2 sold-out shows. So what I went through was artists who have managed to resurrect their career after quite a big controversy. So I started to look into some more. Morgan Wallen, didn't know this one, used a racial slur of...
Isn't there a reference to that in a Hayley Williams song?
Correct, she hates him. So basically in 2021 a video surfaced of Morgan Wallen. Do you know Morgan Wallen?
Morgan Wallen, I know the name.
Country singer, basically.
Okay.
He's kind of been one of those revolutionary Post Malone type who
Oh right, yeah.
have kind of like
yeah.
merged rapping with
Yeah.
with country. But yeah, he used a slur, and wasn't great. He got suspended by his label, got removed from the radio.
Mm-hmm.
However, in 2023, he dropped an absolute banger and everyone forgot, which is just really weird.
As we do.
Yeah. So similar to Kanye West, does a subvert show. But Hayley Williamson has forgotten though, because she did I think there's a jibe of a racist country singer in one of her songs.
Yeah, going to his bar or something.
That's
I'd
it.
never go to a racist country singer bar or something.
And then basically she was just quoted to say, "Is your song about who we think it is?" And she's like, "Yeah, Morgan Wallen, fuck that dick." And then anyway, so she hates him. But yeah, he managed to sort of come back from using racism. So why can't Kanye? Is what we're trying to say. One that was not really a controversy from her own doing, but Taylor Swift, 2017, following Kanye West, basically outing and saying Beyonce should have won the video. She got a load of hate basically from all the Kanye West fans, Kim Kardashian fans, basically saying that, you know, they were saying that she's been cancelled, the Swift party is over. She had to remove herself from Twitter, and then in the same way she removed herself from like the streaming platforms, but that was over something different.
This was before eras, right?
Yeah,
so she really made
resurrected.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So she basically took away, apparently for an entire year, she just took herself out of the limelight. She wasn't on socials, streaming platforms, but that was just because of royalties with a producer that screwed her over. But yeah, came back and absolutely dominated.
Era's tour made £1 billion.
Yeah, exactly. To the song that we
are fickle, aren't we, humans?
Honestly. We really are.
It's crazy.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
We just
Rihanna. And
everyone's just forgot about that.
We just don't care.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, hey, we shouldn't beat up women, and he's like, yeah. Watch me moonwalk. Oh shit, mate.
We're in.
Whoa, fucking hell! What were we talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, he's a weird one. But yeah, he managed to come back, and he released the album Fame, Fame, like kind of abbreviated. Won a Grammy. Despite the ongoing legal issues at the time, he's still one of the best or most successful R&B artists of all time.
I agree. Chris Brown is incredibly talented. I will say that. But yeah, it's again reiterating my point. We're so fucking fickle. Like we're happy to just follow with whatever is trending at the time, and then give it enough time. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was so 2016 though. I'm just going to move on. Yeah. Not that I'd like to hold a grudge or anything. Not that I think that's right either.
Do you know what? There's something here that, and you're quite right, we're very fickle. And it brings me to a gentleman who I covered a couple of episodes ago, Youngblood. So he met the lead singer of Rammstein. Don't know if you saw this.
No.
Had a picture with him, posted it on his socials, like, oh, me and
whatever his name is,
something like that. Got absolutely ruined. People were like, oh, how dare you? He's been accused. He hasn't been found guilty of sexual harassment against us.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Not Youngblood, the guy from Rammstein.
Lead singer of Rammstein. I didn't know.
But yeah, he got done accused from previous partners of sexual harassment and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And Youngblood deleted the photo, didn't really know who he was. I'm really sorry to my fans, all this stuff. And then I started to think, and you start to really glorify his relationship with Ozzy. But Ozzy was a cunt. He really was.
He was a picture perfect.
Well,
person,
I've read. I haven't finished it yet, but I've been reading Ozzy's autobiography, and he openly talks about killing cats. He talks about all the shit that he used to do, almost like hurting animals. And he was like, I was just bored one day and I shot this cat and all this stuff, like around Birmingham, and I'm like, come on guys, like you can't be all against the lead singer of Rammstein having a photo of Youngblood, and then Ozzy's absolutely fine because he's now dead, and he gave him the cross, so we've got to be fine with it. There's a narrative to spin, right? And I just think people are really fickle when it comes to choosing who you want to cancel and what's good, right?
The stuff because I still haven't watched it, and I will one day. the stuff you've enlightened me about what Motley Crue got up to and stuff.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
The Dirt.
again, they're not exactly the prime example of a well-functioning human beings,
No,
are
not
they?
at all.
But in that landscape and in that environment, it's sort of like, yeah, they used to sleep around,
Yeah,
they used
rock
to
and
just
roll,
do whatever
man.
the fuck they want.
Well,
yeah.
Axl Rose was sleeping with a 15-year-old. I'm pretty sure Aerosmith, Steven Tyler was doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
Again, who's now glorified doing a song with Youngblood, and I'm like,
We just pick and choose.
just
don't we?
pick and choose.
Whatever's trending.
But
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I started to look at, well, two things: artists that have been refused entry to the UK. So we've got one. We've still got tickets for fucking Falling in Reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Ronnie Radke. But this is where it comes down to like a weird state where they booked a show. About a month before the show, they've postponed it because he couldn't get a visa because he holds an assault charge in America within the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of turned a corner
All right.
in the last sort of like, I want to say 6 years. And Falling in Reverse now can't come and play this show because they won't give him a visa.
Right.
But yeah, I started to look at some other ones. So Kanye West we know about. So Chris Brown. So he had a show booked in 2010, but obviously the 2009 assault conviction
Mm-hmm.
meant he couldn't come in. Tyler, the Creator, his lyrics
yeah.
deemed to encourage violence and intolerance in 2015, so he wasn't allowed to come.
Yeah. Okay. Pinch of salt on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 2007, Snoop Dogg was refused entry after a 2006 violent incident at Heathrow.
Right.
Basically just was being a dick and assaulted people.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes, 2010, unresolved convictions in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And then one was Trigger Cut. I don't know who that is. But Trigger Cut in 2024, post-Brexit visa and creative work documentation issues. So I guess by us leaving the EU created a problem for him.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Just because
Would
I think
you
that'd be one of the first.
put my man Dave Grohl in this list in the sense of you could argue whether a full recovery has been made?
Adultery.
Mm.
I mean, he wasn't refused entry, and they didn't
No.
they didn't cancel any shows because he now fathers a child with some woman.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I made a conscious decision at that point that I wouldn't let it tarnish the music. Like when I
Depends on
found
the
out-
level, I suppose.
It does. But yeah, I mean, I don't listen to Lost Prophets anymore because I do genuinely feel obliged to not.
It's difficult, isn't it?
It's hard.
Because if it was like the drummer or the guitarist or something, replaceable, but when it's his voice
The front man, yeah,
is like
and it
speaking
was
to
really
you,
bad stuff as well.
horrendous stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can't comprehend. I mean, yeah, I've read the notes. It's terrible. Like
Yeah.
unimaginable stuff.
But I can't sit here and
But-
say the songs are now bad because I used to like the music. I was quite a decent Lost Prophets fan, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel restricted
It's
to
difficult.
listen to them.
It is difficult, and I think there's two kind of spins here. One, what the fuck was the booking agent doing booking Kanye West after his for Wireless Festival? Like, surely they've just gone for a Hail Mary. Well, they now have to cancel the whole festival.
Yeah.
Like, why would you have a
lot of money.
backup?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that there's probably, I reckon Kanye West has got some money out of that. If they've written to his contract about visa issues and stuff, that he still gets a payment. Hence why they can't now put on a festival.
Yeah.
Because they now can't
All
rebook
their
someone
money
else.
Yeah, gone.
Huge losses. Yeah.
But two, it comes down to that. Can you separate the music from the artist? So being Michael Jackson is probably one of the most common that everyone talk about because he was never really found guilty, out of court settlements. But I would say that everyone has still managed to enjoy Michael's music and not really affected him. I don't think there's a boycott on him like
No.
Lost Prophets level.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, I would say
yeah.
there is a level of boycott. You don't hear R. Kelly anymore.
No.
And he was found guilty.
He was memed a lot as well, wasn't he? And people laid into him quite a bit heavier than what I'd seen in the past, at least. I think Dave Grohl has largely got away with a lot of it.
I mean, it sounds bad, but in the grand scheme of things, what he did is not that bad.
It's not, but when your
reputation is the father, the family man,
the nice guy.
I bring my
nice
daughter
guy
out
of
to sing a
rock.
song with me.
Yeah, and when they recorded, I'm gonna get the fuck this right. It might have been Echoes, Silence, Patience, Grace. They recorded an album, and there was a whole documentary about it. And his wife was there, and it was all about balancing family. And he moved a music studio into his house, and you're like, everyone should be like Dave Grohl. And then last year before now, it came out, and I made a conscious decision to not let it affect how I view the music. But I could not do the same with Lost Prophets.
Yeah, tainted.
Yeah. Fair enough. You have the same opinion? Can you distance music from the artist?
Depends on the severity of it, really, for me. But there's certain things that I don't think I can forgive, so then that's it. So, for instance, Ronnie Radke, I don't like what he was accused of and what he was found guilty of and how he treats people in general. I just don't like him. So, but I unfortunately have to go to the gig. If it ever happens, I will be there because someone forced me to buy a ticket. But I agree with Lost Prophets. Can't go near it. Makes me feel a bit queasy.
Yeah, it's just different.
Because it's like you say, it's just right there. It's his voice, and that's him. Like, he was that monster.
Yeah,
and it's just like horrendous.
But I can't honestly say that the music is any different.
It's not. The music's.
It shows you how heavily involved we are in the actual personalities as
true,
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't particularly agree with Sleep Token. Like, a lot of the fan vibes and what they're doing with the fan base, I don't know whether it is actually Sleep Token. I just know there's a large young sex following vibey thing going on. There's a lot of fan fiction of quite sexual stuff, and I'm lucky enough that I don't particularly enjoy their music, so it doesn't really bother me. But I wonder if in like 10-15 years time that will become another, he was actually a massive perv, and
possibly.
I don't know.
Well, you get that unfortunately in the pop punk and kind of metalcore scene. There's always like 13 to 14-year-old girls that are messaging the band, and then there's always one who messages back, and you're like, you dickhead. Like Parkway Drive being one now. The latest one is the drummer's brother got caught up in something. But to be fair, and this is where I'll give Ronnie Radke his dues, right? He scrapes the internet for people to talk about him, so he's probably going to absolutely rinse us or love us.
Might find this.
Bring it on.
But he calls out people for it. Like, when it comes to light, that I can't remember the band but it was someone who he was touring with, and he said, right, you're off my tour, because the guitarist was speaking to a girl underage, and said, right, you're off my tour, you've got to acknowledge it. And he was telling the lead singer that you're off my tour, you've got to sack your guitarist, and you've got to publicly acknowledge this, and they're my terms. And they didn't do it. And he was like, right, well, I've got to destroy you now. And he was like, here are the screenshots of where I told you to do all these things. You haven't done it, therefore I'm calling out the guitarist he was 50, this guitarist, or 45, chatting to like a 15-year-old. And he was like, I gave you a chance, you didn't take it, we've got to protect the kids. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And suddenly, it's all gone crazy. And they've all tried to like apologize and try and sweep it under the rug and stuff, and he's just been like, no, like, fuck me, I gave you an out, I gave you a way to do this cleanly, you didn't take it, and if I didn't intervene, there would be an element of children still not being, like, there's no the safety of the children around this guy.
Safeguarding,
yeah. You were just going to sweep it under the rug. You weren't going to actually tackle it head on. Therefore, I have to call you out. And he's done that a couple of times. And I think that is where, for me, he's done some things in his past, but now he's kind of come out the other end and he's now better for it. And he's kind of redeemed himself. So I do think that he is in a part of like that redemption. But yeah, in the metal scene and I would say the metalcore and the pop punk, where there are like 13 to sort of 15-year-old girls who just meshes these bands. It's just so common. It's ridiculous how often you see it.
Yeah. It's just it's grim. It is grim. I did a similar thing with Rick and Morty because one of the writers was accused.
Yeah.
And I think it was season 7 and season 8.
It was the creator, wasn't it? Dan Harmon.
Was it not the Justin guy? It was either Dan or Justin, one of them. Anyway, and you hear sort of whispers of it on social media, and you're like, oh fuck, that's a shame. And I didn't watch season 7, season 8, and then he got completely cleared in the court of law, and turned out it was all fabricated. And I was like, oh, I can now watch season
guilt-free
7 and 8 again, and it's just funny how I think it's right because we have to apply those morals to them, because eventually if you are contributing to their success, then you've got a moral judgment to go and make on that. But yeah, he then got cleared or whatever, and I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm looking forward to watching season 7 or 8 now. But it makes you wonder, like, AI music doesn't. There's no risk there, is there? You can't have an AI artist that's gone and fucking fiddled or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, they can still chat to kids.
Yeah, you stick an LLM there. Yeah.
Well, they can still tell kids the right way to
do things,
kill themselves.
Unalive.
Yeah. Oh, unalive. Yeah.
They can still. They can still fuck up children's lives, so maybe they're not as innocent.
Yeah, we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, okay, I'll try and have a think of a few more. The only one I can think of off the top of my head that kind of applies would be David. But
to you.
He to me, he seems to have survived my judgment at least, but not as dramatic. Still bad. Sleeping with a girl in Australia, having a kid. Yeah, not great, is it?
Double life. Double life, Dave.
Double life, Dave. Yeah. Fair enough. Cool.
Well, shall I hit it?
Hit that shit.
Straight in.
SideTracked. The song, the story, the sound. We break it down.
Lovely.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes. Here we go. It's the part of the show everyone's been waiting for.
Yay! It's cryptic clues, isn't it?
I'm going to do it a little bit different today.
Oh.
I'm not doing any clues today. No real reason for it.
The real reason?
The real reason is the reason for it. Andrew's band.
Shout out to Real Reason.
Yeah. We got boys. There was actually, listened to a Real Reason song on the way back from work.
Really?
They come on in Dad's van, yeah.
Backstabber, probably.
What if...
That's the only one I know.
The view from the past, trying to build a brand new past.
Matt and Dan are watching this screaming at me right now, but possibly Backstabber.
You mean it means nothing to you. And they're like, that was our lives.
Could have been Backstabber.
Anyway, it's a good song. Yeah, so I want to start with the reason why I picked this song that I picked today.
Okay.
And the reason for it is, as we're sitting here recording this episode, there are currently 4 astronauts on the way back from a pass around of the moon.
They've done it now. They've passed it.
Yes. Yeah, they've passed. They're on their way back now. Artemis 2 mission.
So they're not even getting off?
No, there's no stopping.
What the fuck? What's the point?
Well, just to make sure that we can go.
Oh, we're going to the other side of the moon where no one's ever been, and they're coming back.
The furthest away.
Get off! Let them off.
Could
But
have
they
at
can't.
least just stopped.
Well, it's difficult because you've got to orbit the moon and then got to build a lander.
Like £20 million on a mission.
So that
It's
means
money,
in 1969 we never win.
Difficulty. No, that doesn't mean that.
It does, because it mean they could have got off So you're telling me,
Jump down.
what is it, 60 years? Like 60 years,
It's a conundrum.
we
isn't
still can't get off.
It is a
No,
conundrum.
it's not that we can't get off. It's that it costs too much money.
Just get off.
They don't have any
You're
money.
there. Just jump off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Jump back on.
And then how are you getting back? You're not-
Well, they got back in 1969
yes, but
on-
again, they spent
with the
money.
compute of a Game Boy, whereas now we've got billions and trillions of. Sorry, am I shouting on it?
No, it's not that. It's the,
Billions and trillions to spend on technology that we can't just go. All right, step off.
They
Well,
don't have billions and trillions.
NASA's
that's the
next
point.
step is building the base, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they've done this reconnaissance mission. That now we know we can get there, and the technology will
But surely
hold up.
we knew we could get there in 69.
Something might have changed. The weather or something.
No, a lot changed. I'll tell you what changed. The technology
we
is
never went.
more susceptible to radiation in space than it was back then.
Because it's more advanced.
Because it's more advanced, it's more delicate, essentially. So they had to work out how they can do that with the money that they've got, which isn't as much as they had in
No, they lost
the
a lot of
60s.
funding. Yeah.
So that's essentially that's what happened.
And without really going into it, and you're telling me that Apollo 13, that a man loses all of his engines and shit and still manages to come back.
What, the film?
Yeah. Well, that was based
Did
on
that
real
happen?
events. Wasn't it?
Apollo 11.
That was real. I thought it was 13.
Oh, maybe.
But that was based on real events.
Probably, yeah.
Is that Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that we could have an absolute catastrophic element where
Yeah.
and get him home like, oh, you've got to
Yeah.
do this to the T,
Right, so
and we
you,
can't just stop off at the minute and get off.
Yeah.
right, so
Just
you're
jump
saying
off.
so you're saying just because Tom
a
Hanks
cuppa.
managed to do it, we should do it again. The
Well,
exact same way.
I'm pretty sure it's a real story.
No, I get it, but because that happened, then it's fine to try that again and the same thing
Not
happen
try it again, but just be like, oh, we learned from that. Oh,
It's-
by the way, we managed. I can't remember. I've seen
Yeah, I'll
the
tell you
film.
what we learned.
But I remember he opened up a medikit and he was just like, oh, yeah, I've got something in here that if you mix together, it creates a combustion enough that can get your trajectory enter just the right degree.
I'm sure there was dramatization involved.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure it would have happened. So,
Yeah.
But even so,
Look,
I'm in the middle because I totally
No,
hear
you're
Skibby's
not.
point.
I am
No,
not.
you're not.
I am
It's
not.
like
there's no way you're in the
I
middle.
am not, and you know me. I am not a like.
Woo woo conspiracy. Yeah, you're
I'm not
you're-
a conspiracy nut.
oh no, I think we went. There's
But I'm
I
so
do think we
convinced that
went.
if we went, how have we not advanced to a point where we can just get off?
I do
We can.
think
Oh,
we
we're going to
will.
go to the
We
other side of the
will.
moon. All right, stop there and get off.
We will get off.
my
That's
my
the next mission.
my halfway point is I agree with Skibby is in the sense that I do agree we went. I believe we went, but it has taken a long ass time for us to go back. And if we are going back, yes, funding, etc., more advanced. I get it, but I can also understand why people will be going, why didn't they just do it again pretty soon after?
Well, essentially, why would you?
It was-
What's
it was
the
part
point?
of the
What
space
did they?
race,
Yeah, but
right?
what? Yeah, that's it. And that ended.
Cold
They
War.
won. They won the space race. So why would you do it again? What
Why
spend
didn't Russia do it?
trillions of? Because we won. The Americans won.
So they just went, all right,
Yeah.
we'll give up.
No one else bothered. Because why would you? There's nothing there. The only reason they're going
Cheese.
now.
It's made of cheese.
The only reason they're going now is because they want to build a moon base, which means that they can
Because
access Mars easily.
What would be the
They're trying to catch up with
what would be
Elon.
the
Yeah.
smartest thing that
What is
Russia could have
Elon
done?
pushing it?
Well, why didn't Russia just land on the moon
Mhm.
and then be like, well, we're standing on the coordinates the Americans claim to be and there's nothing here? How great is that for propaganda?
That's like £1 trillion mission just to potentially
These
prove
oligarchs.
that they didn't do
Exactly. Trillions,
it.
nothing.
But what if they did? And they
What?
got there and there's an American flag and they've just wasted £1 trillion
just
every
fucking
second.
Take it out.
Yeah, take it out, F it.
Pretend
it.
that it never
I'll
happened.
be like, oh.
Okay, but what about the pictures the Americans have got that
Or
showing
you
that it
just,
did
or
happen?
you just point the camera the other way and be like, well, it's still
It's
not.
not-
He's like staring directly at it. He's like, well, it was never here.
Nothing here.
We've got here. And,
No footprints either.
And then-
Ultimately,
and
it's
then what are
money.
the Americans going to do? Oh, well, it definitely is there. So we're now going to go and have a look.
Yeah.
But they went back 3 times, American. Well, they didn't only go once. There was 3 manned missions that landed on the moon.
Wow.
There was 3 of them.
All in the range of what, 15 years?
Yeah, the last
20
one was
years.
71, I think. I've got that. No,
Well,
72.
and he got off.
72. Yeah, the people walked on the moon.
And we still can't get off now.
He makes it.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
We're going to the other side of the moon where no one's ever been.
We can,
Well,
and we
haven't walked on
will.
it.
We will get off, but it's not.
So why do we have
it's
to
not
put the
this
moon
time.
base on the other side of the moon and not where we just landed?
It's not going to. Well, I don't know. It might be on the other side of the moon, but
It's not on the dark side of the moon base, is it?
I don't know where it's going to be. To be
It
honest,
can't be because they're going to use solar power.
fair.
Put the moon base where you landed the first time, but even so,
Well,
this time
this
it's
is
get
it.
off.
Allegedly, they're going to be flying past the land sites
Right.
from the previous,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be able to see them from the
Take a
spacecraft.
picture.
And they've got their iPhones. They've actually been allowed to take their personal phones
It makes no sense, but yeah,
to take pictures.
stupid.
But they've also taken cameras, like proper cameras,
Yeah.
to take the pictures that you've probably seen. I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures yet.
It's quite cool. It's cool.
But anyway, I haven't seen any pictures of the Apollo land sites yet.
Oh, wow.
Whether that's going to be released at some point.
Tune in next week.
Because the wind took them.
The wind, yeah, they blew away, yeah.
Wallace and Gromit went and fucked it all up.
Nah, that was a different moon. That was a pretend moon.
Jeez, Gromit. No, what I'm referencing?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that was one of my favourite episodes.
Yeah, it's great. Got it on. Ryder loves it.
Was he?
Yeah.
You can show him the real moon.
Right, okay.
And
And
Sorry,
he's going to be like,
yes.
Dad, why didn't they
We
get off?
digress. Artemis, and it is Artemis 2, right?
Artemis 2 missions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they launched aboard NASA's Orion spacecraft, a 10-day mission that sent them around the moon, and they're heading back. First time that the humans have travelled to the moon, well, actually travelled beyond Earth orbit since 1972.
But didn't get off.
But this time they didn't get off.
Mm-hmm.
The crew are Reed Wiseman, he's the mission commander,
Mm-hmm.
Victor Glover, Christina Koch, Jeremy Hansen. So you've got the first woman and the first black man to actually leave the Earth atmosphere, I believe.
Right.
So yeah, whilst they were on their way to the moon, I was watching a live stream because it was approaching the pass around,
Mm.
and they were planning something else, which I thought was quite special. They were having a communication with Houston, and the team stated that they had been contemplating something on the trip and for a few weeks prior. And come to the decision on the way to the moon that they would like to name some relatively new unnamed craters on the moon's surface.
Mm.
So this was just after they'd broke the spaceflight record for the furthest humans that have ever been from Earth, because that's what happened when they went past the moon. They became the furthest humans away from planet
Didn't they have
Earth
to
in
sling around the
history.
moon the first time?
No.
Oh.
Not at the distance that these guys have gone.
Ah,
So
okay.
they were in orbit,
They would have
They just
done
went
if they actually
further.
went.
but not these guys were.
Yeah.
These guys were closer,
Okay.
further away.
The furthest human beings
Have ever been from Earth.
ever from Earth.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So they proposed the name Integrity after the capsule that they're in, and to name one of the craters, and the other one after the mission commander Reed's late wife, Carol. She died of cancer in 2020. If you haven't seen the video of them doing this, I'd recommend going and watch it because I found it incredibly emotional to watch.
Quite an emotional guy.
Yeah, but I mean, just the thought of, what they're doing here and what they're proposing. It was that the astronaut. So that you've got the pilot, you've got the commander, and then two astronauts. And one of the astronauts who was on the comms, Jeremy Hansen, he made this announcement to Houston. He said, "A number of years ago, we started this journey with our close-knit astronaut family, and we lost a loved one. And there's a feature in a really nice spot on the moon that at certain times we'll actually be able to see from the Earth.
Oh, cool.
So we lost a loved one. Her name is Carol, the spouse of Reed, the mother of Katie and Ellie. And at this point in the video, he's getting quite emotional. He has to keep stopping, wiping his eyes.
Just tears floating around.
Well, this is it. They're not dropping. They're just sitting in his eyes. So yeah,
Just
they
can't
all
see.
do. They're all like this, just tapping their eyes because of tears. He said it's a bright spot on the moon, and we'd like to call it Carol. I just think that was really emotional for me. I was like, welling up. In the video, the commander, who's not on the comms, probably because it was too hard for him to actually say, he's visibly in tears. The team, they all embrace him. They have a big zero gravity hug, dabbing away their tears. I thought it was powerful. But yeah, weirdly enough, moments like that are kind of what's inspired today's song, the song that I'm going to talk about. He was singing it because he heard me singing it, I think.
I don't know, probably.
So, more than 50 years ago, when the world was first obsessed with space exploration, one songwriter imagined an emotional side of leaving Earth behind. And he turned it into one of the most iconic songs probably ever written, or certainly of his. It was Space Oddity, David Bowie. Obviously, when you think of Bowie, David Bowie, you think of Ziggy Stardust, stadium tours, and obviously massively influential rock artist. But when Space Oddity was written, he was just a struggling musician. This was his first hit.
Okay.
He'd only had one release prior, an album, and it flopped. One of the songs became a bit of a joke. It was actually called The Laughing Gnome, and it had chipmunk style sped up
Ha
voices.
ha ha, he, I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me.
Yeah. It's a joke, essentially.
Can't catch me.
But yeah, didn't scream future rock legend.
It was fucking shit.
So that's 1967. I think he released that. 68. He's 21 years old, experimenting folk music, theatre, psychedelia, but he still hasn't found his style. Excuse me. And then he went to see a film that changed everything. And that film was 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Okay.
Directed by Stanley Kubrick. He saw it in 1968. Reportedly, he was stoned when he saw it. Obviously, that
Best
helps.
way to watch it, I suppose.
And yeah, it just took his breath away. And obviously, you had this United States and Soviet Union were racing to put humans on the moon.
Allegedly.
Without slingshotting or anything like that.
No, without going round, they got off. But yes, so he's watching this film, and then all of a sudden, space travel isn't sort of science fiction; it's actually happening. They're going there, allegedly. But he didn't take the scientific side; he took the sort of emotional, make possible loneliness, vastness, and the idea of a human sort of floating off endlessly on their own. That was it. That was what he.
Fear.
Yeah. Horrendous. But yeah, that's where he came up with the fictional astronaut named Major Tom. So he began writing Space Odyssey in 68. The actual structure of the song is kind of what captured me. I was obsessed with this song maybe 10 years ago. I would listen to it kind of on repeat. I just loved it. And it was the back and forth between obviously the Major Tom and the ground control and the storytelling of it.
Protein pills,
and put your helmet on, blah blah blah.
Still want to get hold of some of them because
Protein
whatever
pills.
they are.
If he's getting protein in space, yeah, love it.
In pill form, absolutely.
I'll play you a little bit of the song, if it will allow. It's going to be quiet. It's a quiet song.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.
Countdown.
Ground control to Major Tom.
I never really clocked the countdown.
No, neither did I.
Commencing countdown, engines on. check ignition, and may God's love be with you.
Slight change here. Chaotic. Imagine the engines are
Travelling.
roaring on. It's taking off.
Psychedelic.
This is psychedelic.
This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare.
We're doing fades out now.
So I always do a fade up. If you've only just noticed,
I've only
that's
just
on you.
noticed.
That's on you.
Yeah, it's on me.
Yeah, so where we're at in the song there is a bit of back and forth. Starting off as this technological triumph.
Mm-hmm.
Successful launch, but obviously that doesn't end successfully. Recorded in early '69. It was kind of futuristic for its time. So we're talking about the Beatles earlier. So this is around the same time as the Beatles. So he's doing things in this that he's probably heard the Beatles do.
I didn't have it on the list, but hey, maybe.
And then he's utilising that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Several things for me make it sound futuristic, particularly for the time. He actually used a stylophone,
Oh.
which is one of those little bad boys.
Yeah.
He used that. You can hear it right at the start. It's like eerie buzzing sound. But he also used dramatic orchestral strings,
Well, there you go.
which he would have heard the Beatles do.
There you go.
Well, rather the arrangement, which was by Paul Buckmaster, he would have. It maybe even worked with the Beatles. I don't know. Maybe that's
Potentially.
something we can look into.
Was this a breakthrough track for him at this time?
This was his first breakthrough
the
track.
breakthrough
Yeah.
track for him.
Yeah, nothing else had stuck before this.
So if they didn't fly to the moon, David Bowie might not have existed. In terms of-
Maybe he may. He may have written another song that would break. But he is very obsessed with space. Again, it's another one.
Yeah,
Ziggy
yeah.
Stardust. He's
Starman,
obsessed
that's
with.
the
He's
one I was
obsessed with
thinking
it.
of. Yeah.
He is obsessed with space.
Come and meet us.
Yeah.
And the theme, and I think the character of Major Tom even reappears later in his career. Ashes to Ashes in that song. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Is that space themed?
Yeah, I mean it's about Major Tom now being a junkie drifting through space.
A junkie.
Yeah, somehow he's
Didn't
got
it-
pills.
wasn't it-
Maybe it's the protein pills.
Am I making it up that the album was called Life on Mars or something like that?
He had an album called Life on
Of course
Mars
he did, yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So he was very obsessed with space,
Yeah.
probably because of what was going on at the time.
Ziggy Stardust was a guitarist, but Stardust. I think he was a made up
An
character,
alien,
wasn't he?
yeah, he would have been an
Yeah.
alien guitarist of some
That's
Really
when he
sort.
had
big
the
on
face
space.
paint on, right?
Yeah,
Mm, yeah.
Bolt light down
Yeah,
his
that's
face.
it. Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, he liked space then. Fair enough.
yeah.
Spaceman.
I mean, yeah, it was the perfect time for him to have picked this song or written this song and released it
Mm.
with what was going on with NASA, and I think the BBC actually picked up this song and used it to promote the moon landing and played it alongside their the coverage of the moon landings. They used Space Oddity,
Mm.
but they almost didn't because of how it ends.
Ah.
I don't know if you know the lyrics at the end of the song.
Is this where he's floating?
Yeah, I mean,
through?
essentially, there comes a point where he says, "Tell my wife I love her very much," and they reply, "She knows." And the next thing is, "Major Tom, your circuit's dead. Something's wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom?"
Shouldn't have got off.
That's why they didn't get off.
He shouldn't have got off.
Surely they knew he was done for floating through space.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They can't contact him now.
No.
So. But yeah, he that's it. That they were, because of the ending of the song, they were like, I don't know, because we're sending people to the moon allegedly. What if that happens?
I would put that above being buried alive.
What, floating off into space?
Yeah. As long as if I was contained in a spacesuit and could maintain consciousness, yeah, I'll take buried alive any day.
I would probably go into space, but I don't know.
It'd be weirdly relaxing to a
It'd be
point.
very quiet. I don't know. It depends what would happen to you, I suppose.
Could be hit by a space rock, bitten by a space
it's
snake.
unlikely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, you probably would just end up starving or suffocating. when you're
Space shark
upstream out.
attack.
Space sharks.
Yeah.
Space whales.
Anything.
Yeah.
Whales wouldn't hurt you.
True. They'd just float alongside you, maybe push you back,
Hmm.
or maybe
Okay.
show you the kit.
Dolphins would play with you,
Yeah.
bop you around a bit.
Am I changing my mind? Actually, that would be kind of better than buried alive.
Buried alive, because
Buried alive does sound
buried
awful.
alive is kind of like.
That's just an
Are
instant
we saying that
suffocation.
you're being crushed, or you're in a
No,
box?
you're in a box and you're there waiting
Oh
to.
no, fuck that! I'd rather have space than claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Because at least with space, you could be like,
You could bust some moves and.
Well, the thing is, if you're floating in space, and you know that there's no chance, you could just open the door to the capsule and just
I'm
freeze.
talking. You're in your spacesuit.
Yeah, just
Unzip.
take your helmet off.
Yeah.
Just do something to
yeah,
end
loads.
it quickly.
nah,
Mm.
yeah,
Whereas if you're being buried alive, it's just, well, I'm running out of air now, I can't breathe.
and you're being crushed and claustrophobic.
Yeah, and worms.
Yeah. But I'll do the
Worms.
The one
Kill
inch
Bill.
punch.
Yeah. Yeah. At least you've got a chance.
Oh dear.
When did because I confused it at the beginning. I said Rocket Man. That was Elton John. When did that? Was there a contender going
When
on
did
at this-
Rocket Man release?
Did we have
all
we have a
coming
bit of
off
Rocket Man,
the
please?
back?
so
of-
we had a space race in the pop industry.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
potentially. yeah.
Rocket
wonder
Man
if they
must
were
have been
like-
70s, surely.
Contending a little bit.
Let's have a look. It might be a 72. So it's 3 years
3
after.
years,
yeah, it's
yeah.
not really
Yeah, fair enough.
in contention
Fair
there.
enough,
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so just popping back quickly, as I was saying about the character, Major Tom, he actually didn't
Exists.
essentially disappear at the end of Space Oddity. He did float off into space, but he was brought back in Ashes to Ashes. But yeah, it seems to me like it was kind of a metaphor for Bowie's life, like, and his fame. Do you see what I mean? So like, he feels like he is leaving this planet when he becomes as famous as he does because he's isolated, essentially.
So you're saying that he
Outside of
foresaw it.
reality.
Possibly. Maybe it was just his fear. His deepest fear was to be isolated, but through what he loves.
Mm.
Try working in IT. Just sat at a desk all day.
But when you're like,
That's deep.
when you,
That
like,
is deep.
yeah, I mean, like when you're famous, you're detached from real life.
Reality as you
It's
knew
not
it.
a thing.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah,
So
I imagine.
that's how I see this song anyway, and he is Major Tom, and he does insert himself into a lot of his songs, like the Ziggy Stardust. He is Ziggy, and
Yeah.
you know, it seems to me that's what he did.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
good song,
Very
pretty
current.
haunting,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
pretty haunting.
Yeah. Well, it's an okay song. I don't know if I think the element and the lyrics carry that song more.
The
than-
storytelling,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
It's quite basic.
Hmm.
Not a lot happens. But yeah, for me, the storytelling was next level, and that really
fucking
inspired me.
stylophone in it. What more do you want? It's more than the Beatles fucking brought to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they ever play a stylophone.
I don't even know when the stylophone was released.
I mean, it screams
It's
60s.
pretty new.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It was pretty new when he used it.
Yeah.
Pretty groundbreaking as well.
I've never used it in a track.
No.
Have you not?
No.
All I know is there's a video on YouTube where, do you remember Jerk It Out? Do you remember that song?
Jerk it out.
Oh, yeah.
Someone just literally in the back of the car and he used to start going,
Let's go.
Yeah.
He goes into the track. That's the only time I've ever seen it like used properly.
I think literally last year they released a V2, which does something. I need to look into it. But
Did you get one?
yeah, well,
Don't
you bought
look
me
into
that
it.
one. So,
Oh, well, it's my job, is it? I'm the stylophone supplier.
just saying. Nice, yeah.
Steve
well,
xylophones.
Yeah. That was,
be
Space Oddity.
interesting to see how this Artemis mission. They're basically home now, right? Then, because I didn't.
They're on the way, yeah. It's a
I-
10-day mission. They've been there, 4-5 days. So, yeah, they're on their way back, I believe.
Yeah,
They've definitely been
hopefully
round the back, because I've seen the picture from
Safe
the dark
returns.
side of the moon, and the Earth is rising over the moon.
Did you see any
It's an
alien moon
Earthrise.
bases on the dark side of the moon?
No, there's no alien moon bases, no.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Nazi moon base,
Nazis.
I mean,
yeah.
it might be inside. They might have a hole that they go
maybe.
into the moon. It
Didn't
might be
think of
hollow.
that. Yeah.
Apparently, it rings like a bell.
Yeah. Well, what's the other one? Van Halen belt or something?
Yeah,
Breaking through the vat. Have you
Van
heard?
Allen,
Van Allen.
not Van Halen.
Not Van Halen. Yeah.
Dad said that the other day.
Van Allen belt. Yeah.
You can't go through the Van Allen belt. Do you know what stops Van Allen radiation? Paper.
Oh.
There's only certain radiation that can get through the paper, but it's quite sparsely dispersed.
Mm.
Whereas the stuff that hits regularly can be stopped by paper.
People have just got a really unhealthy relationship with what radiation actually is and what it can mean.
And how certain types are more dangerous than others.
Yeah, you hear the word radiation and you instantly think negativity, but radiation is literally everywhere.
You get radiation for your phone.
Yeah. It doesn't
Sunlight.
necessarily mean it's bad. Like
Sunlight.
I mean, it's not good
radiation.
for you,
Sunlight, yeah.
the phone one, but
one that you do want to be aware of, apparently, that has now been proven, is sleeping with Wi-Fi on. That's
Does
can,
what?
can disrupt your sleep.
I was going to say I don't turn it off, so maybe I should.
Yeah, can actually affect your sleep.
But how will I have my white noise? I don't get
White
phone
noise
signal.
of Wi-Fi. Oh,
There's no phone signal where I live.
download white noise video.
What, an 8-hour video?
It's people like you that make me want to start up a YouTube channel of just sending white noise.
Yeah.
Millions of views.
There's a guy I want to get on the channel that has a channel with
Get him
white
on
noises.
because
I'm trying, all right? He won't reply.
What's his name?
Dave.
Dave. Come on.
I've sent him a
Sort it
message
out.
and he was like, "Oh, I can't see it."
Right. Oh, I've got my theme tune. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
Oh, come on. Oh yeah. And these.
Give me a minute.
We've got these bad boys. Do you want to do these first? Oh, no,
What?
we'll do the theme tune.
Do the
first.
theme tune. Yeah, and got to announce it.
Get into
Sorry,
it.
I'm
Get
excited.
I want to
into
know what the context of the buzzers are if you don't
I'm
announce
excited. You said you were planning this one.
it. Where is it? Ah, got it.
I have a game better than PlayStation, mixing lyrics across the nations. Can you guess the original? It's lost in translation.
That
I
is
actually forgot about the
Welcome
sheep.
back, the sheep.
lost in translation. So the aim of the game is I've converted a bunch of popular lyrics using Google Translate into less popular lyrics, and the guys have to essentially buzz in when they know what the song is. I'm going to give them line by line, 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. If you buzz, you must answer. If you
No
are wrong, you
hesitation.
are frozen out of that round, and hesitation will be judged by myself. You do have buzzers, yep. You've recorded each other's. Squibs, let's hear yours. This little MJ impression there.
Short and sweet.
Very nice, yeah.
Apparently I've never been on live television before, and apparently I know the song.
The apparently ginger kid.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Apparently.
I've never been on live television before.
Very good. Very good. Let's remember
He
who's
must be
who's.
about 20 now.
Yeah, they did a video where they went back to the fair.
Oh yeah.
His granddad's still alive.
Oh.
Which is nice. But yeah, they went back to the fair that he got filmed at doing that originally. It's quite funny. Right, so I'm going to start off with one line. If you think you know what it is,
God.
buzz in.
All that she does is amazing.
Apparently you've never been on live television before, and apparently I know the song.
I mean, that needs a VAR,
It
but
doesn't need a bit.
I'll
My
concede.
gut wants to say Steve.
I'll
No.
concede. I said I'll concede.
It
He is
does.
losing.
I did make a lot of noise, mate,
He
pressing
did.
this.
Okay,
He is
Steve,
losing.
you've buzzed in on the first line. So for 4
Yeah.
points, what's the song?
I have no idea.
Huh.
Every little thing she does is magic. The Police.
Skibby, did you have the same?
That's the
answer?
same as I had, yeah.
Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turns me on.
She
Oh, I
do.
want to know what that line would be.
All that she does engages me.
Oh, yeah.
Even if my life was dark once, now I know I always loved her. Even though my life was before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. Brave on both of you there.
Yeah,
Brave, but absolutely correct. Well done, Steve.
very good.
Yeah,
Well done, you. I know you had it as well.
that was a bit of a race, actually.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bottle it down to wait for like the sound waves and see whose mic went first.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, you'll slow it down.
Might have to make an adjustment after the show.
Well,
Or VAR next show.
Yeah. My gut did want to say Steve, but he is closer to me, so
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, round 2. Nice, really getting the gist of this, guys. So it's great.
I woke up in the morning.
Apparently you've never been on live television before,
Getting confident.
and apparently I know the song.
Getting confident. Steve, I woke up in the morning.
is it
That's a brave one.
Lovely Day?
By...
Bill Withers?
That's incorrect.
Oh,
Incorrect.
What's incorrect? The artist or the song?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah.
You see where I was going
Just
there?
wanted
wake up in the morning.
It's a bit too on the nose, maybe.
hmm
And what was it? It was woke up in the morning.
I woke up in the morning. You can...
I'll go next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. You've got as many as you want.
Fair. I get where you're going with that, Steve.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It was a risk.
For 3 points.
I woke up in the morning, smiled at the sun. I woke up in the morning, smiled at the sun.
Leave a comment if you know it at home.
Nah, another line, please.
Have a line.
Still fits. Lovely Day.
This could be the key.
That unlocks the answer.
It is also quite funny.
I woke up in the morning, smiled at the sun. 3 chickens.
3 chickens. Oh, those chickens.
I woke up in the morning, smiled at the sun. 3 chickens.
3 chickens.
What the heck?
I woke up in the morning, I smiled at the sun. Wake up.
If you're not at home, let us know.
I wake up.
I wake up in the morning looking like P. Diddy.
Yeah, that can't be it. Smiled at the sun.
I woke up in the morning, smiled at the sun. 3 chickens.
Is there another line or?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll have another
1
line.
point.
Yeah, go on. The chickens has thrown me.
Yeah.
We're at the mercy of foreign language here.
What could translate to 3 chickens?
I think if you either know it or you don't.
I woke up in the morning, smiled at the sun. 3 chickens were by my front door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Squibbly, for a point.
3 little birds. Bob Marley
Correct. 3 Little Birds, Bob Marley, and the Wailers.
and the Wailers. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. That's 1 point to Squibs.
So what's the actual line then?
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun, 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep. Yeah. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun, 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, fair enough. Well, at least I didn't come away empty-handed.
Yes. At least someone got something.
That's a tough one.
It was.
Okay.
3
Yeah.
chickens.
3 chickens.
3
birds.
chickens.
Yeah, they are little birds.
Look at all those little birds.
Medium-sized birds.
I mean,
really.
Yeah.
Chickens can be quite big. As birds
Big
go.
old, big old cockerels.
Yeah.
But they're small if you compare them to like a condor or something, I guess.
Yeah, but if you compare them to
ostrich.
normal birds, they're bigger.
Yeah, like a blackbird or a blue tit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're at the mercy of Google Translate, I'm afraid. But, right, last one then. All to play for.
I do not have much time left.
Apparently, I've never been on live television before, and apparently, I know the song.
Steve's come in for a 4-pointer.
Apparently, I know the song. Again, this could be 2 on the nose. Is it Muse? Our time is running out.
It is not. But
Is that even the name of the
I
song?
see where you're going.
Our time is running in.
It's the chorus.
What was the line again? Play again.
I do not have much time left.
I see what Steve's doing. He needs to make these kind of
Yeah,
jumps
I mean,
in order to claw
There's
back.
no way back for me otherwise. But I'm out.
See, I could go.
Go on then. This is for 4 points.
I think it's Frank Sinatra, My Way.
It is not.
My time has come.
Ah, that's a good shout.
Yeah. I was expecting both of you to leave it a little bit longer because there was a lot of songs. Again.
Does that mean we're back in?
No.
Oh.
Well, I'll play it all for you and pat on the back.
Winner takes all.
You will definitely get it with all of it because there's a key giveaway.
Can you do sequential? Can you do second line then third line? See if we can get it staggered.
Yeah.
Even though there's no points.
It's just for fun.
Yeah, fair enough. Second line. Here we go.
I do not have much time left. My father says I am okay.
I don't have much time left. My father says I'm okay.
It's got to be like... What songs say like daddy or... Lots of songs say daddy.
No, at home, let us know.
I'm not. My time has come. I'm done. Daddy says it's okay. My daddy says it's okay, or
My
father
father
says
sort
I
of
am
translation.
my father says it's okay.
I am okay.
My father says I'm okay. Oh, I need another line, I think.
Another line? This could be the one.
I do not have much time left. My father says I am okay. They tried to fix me.
Why do I feel like I know this? Probably going to kick myself.
Try to fix me.
Mm-hmm.
So play it again.
I do not have much time left. My father says I am okay. They tried to fix me.
The last line is the giveaway.
Try to fix me. Oh, is it Rehab by Amy Winehouse?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do not have much time left. My father says I am okay. They tried to fix me, but I will not go, go, go. I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine,
Daddy.
he's tried to make me go to rehab, but I won't go, go, go.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Well
Okay.
done. I didn't do any of the fun facts. They weren't this fun this time round.
Oh.
That fun fact was song was actually inspired by a real moment. Her
I
management.
thought you were about to say the fun fact is she did really need it. She wasn't okay.
Yeah.
She
Didn't
ended
end
up in
well.
rehab, but
Yeah.
it didn't work.
But that was the management said, look, you should probably go to rehab. So
Yeah.
she wrote that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And in terms of the Bob Marley Three Little Birds, these refer to actual birds that used to sit outside Bob Marley's
Cute.
window, confirmed by bandmate Tony Gilbert on that one. And the Police, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. The song is based on a demo Sting recorded 5 years earlier, before the band actually decided to record it and release
Give it a chance.
Yeah, and it actually became one of the most popular songs ever.
Ah.
So there's a common theme with that one. But yes, so that is no points on the last one. 4 for Steve, 1 for Skibby.
Yeah, it's a comeback.
Comeback's on.
That's huge.
Is it?
That could tip the tide, couldn't it? Tide the tip. Tip it over.
What, in Skibby's favour?
1, 2, 3. Just the 1 there for Squibs. So, yeah. It's all to play for.
Not giving you 4.
Just 3 points? Or
I just heard 3.
Yeah.
How many episodes have you been shorting me points? That's no wonder I'm so far behind.
Yeah. Forgot about that one. Yeah, so Skibby, you're on 25, 30, 35,
34,
37.
60-ish, 70, something like that.
Steve, you're on 23.
12.
So only 15 behind.
Only.
10, 15 behind. Not bad. Not bad.
I'll get there.
Well, if you knew all of them at home, do let us know. So I think they were about the same level of difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, you either know the song or you don't.
If you get it in the first one, bosh, you're in.
Yeah. Well, lovely.
Very good.
Unless there's anything else you wanted to
Any further business? No.
finish up with,
No. No. Nothing that needs to be said now.
save it.
I think I'll save it.
Save it for next one. Lovely. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. And be sure to tune in to the next episode of the 4-4, and we'll see you next time.
Ta-ra.